Hi, it's Ray, ChubbyRay Comics. I don't buy single issues. I buy trade paperbacks. I buy omnibuses. I love them. I love talking about them. And today I'm going to talk about those collected edition characters that you will binge read and never put down. I'm talking about those books that you tell yourself, I'm just going to read one. I'm just going to read this little thing. And then next thing you know, you're reading book after book after book. You know, those characters that are so addictive, that are so binge-worthy, you just can't put them down. I've come up with a list of 10, and we start with Nightwing. Number 10, Nightwing. I was doing a thing on compendiums, so I decided, let me read Nightwing again. So I start reading Nightwing Compendium. Volume 1, right? Next thing you know, I'm picking up Volume 2. Then as soon as I finish Volume 2, I'm going to end up picking Prince of Gotham Omnibus, right? But that's not enough, because when I'm done with that, then I gotta pick up Grayson. And then when I'm done with that, I pick up Tim Seeley's Nightwing Omnibus. And then I gotta read Nightwing. That's what I'm talking about. Those characters where you can't read just one. I've come up with 10 of them. Let me move on to number 9. Number 9, Fantastic Four. I read a Fantastic Four, but one is never enough. I got Volume 1 Omnibus, Volume 2 Omnibus, all the Galactus stuff in it, it's so good. You got Volume 3, but omnibuses are never enough. I even grab Epic Collections. I get Epic Collections and I start reading. I have a problem. I keep reading Fantastic Four. Another thing I do is I'll go to all the Galactus stories. Thumbing through trying to find all the Galactus stories, and I end up reading all of them. I always end up getting to the Hickman stuff, which is great. And then I have to read the whole thing, because you can't just skim through Hickman. But these are what I'm talking about, these books that are so addictive. They're so binge-worthy, you just can't read one. Next up is Iron Man. Oh my... Number 8, Iron Man, especially the Matt Fraction run. I get to the Matt Fraction run. I did a video not that long ago and I mentioned Iron Man. Next thing you know, I end up reading the Modern Epic collection of Iron Man. That Salvador La Roca art is so good. I read Volume 3 here. Then I immediately go to Volume 4. Next thing you know, I'm stuck. I gotta read Volume 5. It's unbelievable. The books are so addictive. Somehow with Iron Man, I binged backwards and ended up getting to the David Michelinie, Bob Layton run. Oh my God. I really think I have problems. I think I have issues. That's number 8, Iron Man. Number 7 gets me every time. Brian Michael Bendis' New Avengers. I start to read the Avengers. Next thing you know, I have to read the whole thing. And I'm really worried because Volume 2 is coming out and I know I'm going to do it again. I can't read just one thing. I have to read this whole book. Then in the middle of it, I gotta pull out the Secret Invasion Omnibus. Then I'm pulling out the Mighty Avengers. Then I get to the Hickman run of Avengers. That includes the Avengers and the New Avengers. I keep going all the way till I get to Secret Wars. It's unbelievable. I wish I could read just one. Number 7, the Avengers. Number 6 might be the worst of all. The X-Men. I started thumbing through X-Men Volume 1, you know, the Stan Lee, Jack Kirby one. I couldn't just thumb through it. I tried. I thumbed through it. X-Men Volume 1 begat X-Men Volume 2. Next thing you know, Uncanny X-Men Volume 1. Next thing you know, it's Uncanny X-Men Volume 4. You know, the Claremont stuff is highly addictive. And I just keep going. Next thing you know, I'm pulling out Mutant Massacre, trying to convince myself I can stop. And then Angel loses his wings. Oh my God. And I keep going. Next thing you know, I'm at X-Men Revolution. I'm pulling out the Jim Lee X-Men number 1. And I get hung up on all the art and how great it is. Jim Lee is fantastic. Claremont Lee Volume 2. And I keep going. Then I get caught up in Age of Apocalypse. Oh my God, it's so good. Then I start reading the oversized hardcover stuff like Shattershot, Bishop Cross. You name it, I just can't read one X-Men. I've got to go through the whole thing and at least skim through it. It's so addictive, it's so binge-worthy. And it doesn't get any better. Because up next, at number 5, is Spider-Man. I get to the Roger Stern Omnibus. And I decide I'm just going to read a little bit of it. I'm just going to read a little Spider-Man. Just get a couple stories under my belt. I can't read just one. I'm looking through the book. It's so good I have to read the whole damn thing. Next thing you know, I just keep reading. I get to the artist books, the Michelinie and Larson book. It's awesome. I get to Michelinie and Bagwell. Oh my, it's so good. It's so good. I even go read the Todd McFarlane solo stuff. It's so good. It's awesome. These books are so good, they're so addictive. And I always get stuck on the J. Michael Straczynski stuff because I can't just skim through it, I've got to read those. Next thing you know, I'm pulling out my latest Spider-Man books, Gang War, and I'm looking through it again. These characters are so addictive. They're so binge-worthy. It's amazing. Number 4, I'm stuck in the middle of right now. I just can't read one thing of this character. Captain America. I was reading some Grunwald stuff. It's so good. And you just can't read one. You have to keep going. I'm reading all that classic Captain America stuff. And it's never volume 1. You got to get volume 2 too. You keep going. Next thing you know, I'm at the Ed Brubaker stuff. And once I get to the Ed Brubaker stuff, I can't help myself. I gotta read all of the Winter Soldier. Then it's the death of Captain America. I know he dies, but I still can't help but read it. And I gotta read all this stuff with Bucky. Captain America Lives, which I'm reading now. That's never enough. I've got to find out what happens when he goes on trial and get to the trial of Captain America. And eventually I get to the return of Captain America. These books are so addictive. Don't get me started on how crazy the Rick Remender Captain America is. Oh my God. I don't have the Mark Waid Captain America, but I'm looking for it. And when I get it, I'll end up reading it and having to read these books all over again. Number 3, Daredevil. I can't help but read Daredevil. I just did a video where I talked about Daredevil versus Submariner, which ended up with me thumbing through Volume 1 again. I'm reading about the Stilt Man, of course, and all the different Daredevil stuff. Next thing you know, I'm at the Frank Miller stuff. I gotta look at that. Before you know it, the Bendis stuff comes up. And the Bendis stuff is so good. I end up going through all the Bendis stuff. After those 2 volumes, it's the Ed Brubaker stuff. I'm currently reading volume 2 of this right now, and I can't wait till I'm done because I'll get to open up Shadowland, which is not yet open, but I'm actually excited about opening it because I have a sickness. But it'll be Shadowland, then Mark Waid 1 and 2, and then it's Charles Soule, Devil's Reign, the Zdarsky run. I just can't stop. Number 2 is this character that I'm always reading. I've never stopped reading this character long enough to get started again, and that's Batman. I can't read just one. I just read Road to No Man's Land, which ended up No Man's Land Volume 1 and Volume 2 again. Next thing you know, I'm at War Games. I've only had this book for like 2 months and I've already looked at it twice. Then I'm reading Hush again. I have such a sickness. For example, Mariko Tamaki's detective book has only been out a month, and I've read it twice. I really have a sickness. And these books are so bingeable. The James Tynion Batman, I have read twice. It's only been out since February. In fact, I can't pick up and read the Scott Snyder Batman omnibus without having to pull out my Absolute Court of Owls, because I must read this in Absolute version. I have to get Absolute size Greg Capullo art to make it worth something. It's crazy. These books are so bingeable. But number 1, the number 1 collected edition character that you must binge read is Jeff Johns' Green Lantern. This book is so good. You can't read it once. And you can't read just one. Like, I can't sit down and say, I'm just gonna read Volume 1. There's no way. Volume 1 always turns into Volume 2 and then Volume 3. I tried rereading the compendium, the Kyle Rayner compendium. Hal Jordan's hardly in it, and he's in it as a bad guy. As soon as I'm finished with this, compendium, I'll have to go back and read Volume 1 of the omnibus again. Because even though I know Hal Jordan is going to turn good again in Rebirth, I still have to read it. It's unbelievable. Well, I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you understand the point I was trying to make is some characters in collected edition are so good, you can't read just one. And don't get me wrong, it's good that these characters are so good we want to keep reading. I just think we need more hours of the day. If I could have like 20 hours of reading in the 24 hours a day, I'd be happy. We have to have time for our family. We have to have time to eat. We have to have time to sleep. If there was a way I had a machine that would just let me stop time, I think I would take all the time that I'd stop and use it for reading. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm Ray, it's ChubbyRay Comics. Make sure that you subscribe and make sure you like this video because I like making them for you and I really enjoy you guys watching them. I thank you so much for your comments. I thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.